some questions.
Questions,
Okay.
Minsan di bigla man wala para hindi prepared.
Okay.
Spontaneous.
Sige. Hi everyone, welcome to Shandy Stories, where we sit down and have conversations about life, change, and stuff we don't usually say out loud. I'm here right now with the Rebecca Shangkwancha Unsu. So for those who do not know you, how would you describe yourself and what you do?
Okay, I'm an actress, producer, director, screenwriter, and most of all, a mother.
Wow. Okay. So, do you remember the moment when you started to pursue acting?
Yes, I remember in 1974, that's more than 50 years ago, we were doing fundraising to build the church, United Evangelical Church of the Philippines. And my big mouth, I told the director, we can do a play at Film Life, and with the ticket sales, we can do fundraising to build the church. So since the director is also my geometry teacher, she said, since it's your idea, you'll be the lead actress.
Oh,
So from there, I wasn't prepared because I was still in high school then. So later on, I took up theater and speech communications at UP.
so really no background before that?
No background at all, yeah.
Wow! Talagang parang lakas ng loob to ata.
Talaga to ata.
Tsaka kapal na.
Yeah, that's very important.
Okay. Next, what was your first major project?
My first major project as an actress that time at Film Life, we don't have lapel mics then. We still hold on to this big microphone. And, I was on a wheelchair and they encircled me around as if I was about to be strangled. But I have to continue. As we say, the show must go on. And after that, I took up theater in UP. And then my very first project as a student film director is a Greek play. Yeah.
And you still remember it?
Yes, Oresteia. And then the first major one is here in Soler, 2018, Binondo, the Chinoy musical.
Oh.
Yeah, which I produced together with national artist Ricky Lee and direct Joel Lamangan.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Now, among all the projects that you've done, what is the one that's closest to your heart?
Okay. I decided to tell you about 3 almost failures in my life. The first time was when I was pregnant with my son, I became bedridden. So for 10 months, I couldn't get out of bed. And the doctors told me that I might be bedridden or cannot ever walk during my lifetime. And I said, it's important for me to be a mother. If I don't get to act, it's okay. The second time was when we produced Binondo here, and then the budget was overblown, and I couldn't cough up enough money. So I told my husband, maybe I will ask him to terminate his life insurance policies because he's a life insurance regional sales manager. And with the profits, give it to me during my lifetime and his lifetime so I can continue to produce the Binondo musical.
Whoa.
And then came Harlaket, the film. We were in the production and my husband started getting sick. So there were Zoom meetings during the pandemic times. I have to tell the story in whispers because the story has something to do with him also. And then during the principal photography, he was rushed to the ICU. And when we did the post-production, he passed away already. Yeah. So there were times I almost give up because, we're looking at the hospital expenses at the same time looking at the production expenses.
Yes.
And I said, but if I don't do this, maybe I don't have a chance to ever produce a film in my lifetime.
And from your story, I could really see the blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. All 3 of them.
And it's not just investment, di ba?
Yeah.
Talagang the heart.
The heart, yeah. But it keeps me going. It's the one that keeps me moving forward. It's therapeutic for me. And now that I'm producing the second film, which we will bring to Cannes, to Shanghai, Taipei, this is a grief journey for me because there were times that, after my husband passed away, I couldn't even get out of bed. And I said, no, I have to do it. I have to do it. Keep on producing the film so that I can move forward.
Okay. I've watched The Locket,
Oh,
and it was
okay.
so good. No, I'm not hindi ako overpraise pero it was really, really good. Kasi normally, when I watch Filipino-made films, talagang kahit papano, may konting cringe. Yung parang, why is this there? Parang ganon. Pero in this case, it was really good from start to end. And it was so, of course, siya, di ba? Parang looking through from the eyes of somebody.
Yes.
Pero, ang real.
Yeah.
Yung parang feel mo talaga. And you can really relate to it. And it was not, hindi siya OA. Basta maganda, ganda. I really, really enjoyed it.
Can I put an advertisement?
Oh, sige.
Her Locket is still on YouTube right now. You can watch, or Viva One, not Viva Max. And on Tuesday, we will be in UP Film Institute, and we have a talk back after the film.
Oh.
So for question and answer.
Oh, galing. Ang galing. And I've seen your posts in Facebook. It has gone far, right? And
Wow.
won several awards, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang galing. Congrats.
When we did that, winning awards is not our purpose. We just do it because I just want my voice to be heard, the screaming silence. And then when the awards keep coming in internationally and locally, I just say, I praise the Lord. I have to do my utmost for His highest.
And ang maganda, parang you didn't use any commercial actors or
Yes,
actresses, right?
all theater actors.
Galing.
Yeah,
Galing.
because of my small budget.
Pero magaling pa rin.
Thank you, praise the Lord.
Yes, okay. Can you share one mistake that you've done in your career? And then what have you learned from that mistake, making that mistake?
One mistake is I always tell the directors na bulol yung Tagalog ko. So sometimes they will get the real Filipinos or those who speak better Tagalog, more fluent. But lately, probably in my old age now, they said, as long as you speak like Mother Lily, it's okay. So in Mano Po 7, I portrayed the mother of Richard Yap. And Mother Lily herself would come to the set every day and she calls me Mother. Ang haba yung hair ko, no? Yeah.
What are you working on now that
Yes.
excites you most?
Okay, we're on our second film called Healing Grace, based on the Bible verse, my grace is sufficient for you. So it's a grieving journey for me, but I will share how I try to cope with grief. I'll share it internationally to France, to Shanghai, to Taipei, and other countries.
So this will be done in Filipino, in English, in Chinese?
3 languages, Hokkien with subtitles, and then some Mandarin also, and then English and Tagalog.
So the setting will be in local?
Here, yes.
Is it a continuation of The Locket or totally a different?
I'd like to believe it should be totally different, but some people are trying to connect that it could be a Her Locket too.
So you're the one writing it?
Yes.
You're the one producing it?
Yes.
Will you be acting in it as
Yes,
well?
I'm acting and directing.
And directing as well.
Yes.
Parang one-woman show. Bawal mawala, bawal magkasakit, bawal.
Yeah. So we have finished editing. Right now we're doing the subtitles.
So it's done?
Yes, it's done.
Wow.
Otherwise, I could have gotten you to be part of the film.
When you think about the future, what kind of legacy or impact do you want to leave behind?
My legacy would be, don't be afraid to voice out. But at the same time, you have to be rooted in faith and trust God. So like my parents, they rooted us, but they allow us the wings to fly also. Yeah.
Same thing with your kids.
Yeah.
Ganun din.
Dapat.
Okay, okay. If you could give advice to people, young artists who are just starting out, what would it be?
Follow your dream, follow your passion.
What is something about you that people would be surprised to know?
Okay, I think I look mataray, but actually I'm kind. Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed. Okay. Okay. So, last na. In one sentence, why do stories matter?
Because stories are real. It's from the heart.
So, thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed this
Chika.
brief conversation, brief chika. And thank you everyone for listening. See you in the next one.
You
Okay.
have many Shankons na in your...
Two pa lang.
Donnie.
Done. Yeah.